Hello guys and welcome again. So far we have been working with RGB images or PGR images. So in these images we have just three colors, the red, green and blue, and when we mix these colors in some intensities we get a new color. But sometimes we need more advanced type of colors, especially when we are working with topics like object tracking or object detection or this type of computer vision topics. We need more advanced type of color spaces such as the HSV, for example. In this color space we have three values, which are the hue, saturation and the value. So the hue here will define the type of the color, which color we are talking about. It's usually between 0 and 180, so it is like a cylinder. And the saturation defines the saturation of the color, so it is changing from, or it is in the range of 0 to 255, and the value defines how the color is or the intensity of the color, which is in the range of 0 to 255. Let's see this in practice. So I will create a Python file. I will call it HSV color.py, and I will come here and import CV2 and numpy. Let's first see the value of color. For example, if I take the green color, so this will be numpy.array of 0 to 255 and 0. So this is the value of green, and if I convert it to HSV, it will be HSV in green or green in HSV. Green in HSV, and I will use cv2.convertColor from of this green color using cv2.color from PGR to HSV, and then print this value. Let me also print the value of the green color in the PGR color space. I will run here. So Python HSV color. Actually this should be np.uint8 to be compatible with OpenCV. So now we can see it here. So the value of the hue is 60, and we have 255, 255 for the saturation and the value, like here for example we have here 60, the angle is 60 and the saturation and the value are 255. If we change the color, for example, to have here, for example, let's say we have here, for example, 150, and in that case we will still have the same color, the same green, but the intensities will be changed. So if I run the code here, we can see here the value of the value of green is decreased. Let's see this on images and how how we can change them using this one. So I will import an image from here, image cv2.imread. I'll read it from data. Let me read this image, and I don't need these ones. So if I convert this to HSV, it will be cv2.imread, cv2.cvt color of that image, and give it cv2.color from BGR to HSV. We can't show this image with OpenCV because OpenCV usually is worked with ImShow, is worked just with the BGR images. So, but it's the same image but in another color space. If I show the image cv2.imShow, the original image and cv2.weightkey 0. So you can see here the image. If I show the HSV, it won't be the same image because the OpenCV it will consider it as if it is in the BGR color space. So now it is shown here, but it isn't the original image. We can work in this color space to do some, for example, detect some colors. So if I come here and say that I want the OpenCV to detect the colors between, for example, p.array, I want it to detect the colors between the hue of 30, the saturation of 100, and the value of, for example, 150, and give it an upper value. So on p.array, and give it values, for example, between 100, 200, and 255. So these values should be in the range of, let me comment them here, hue in the range of 0 to 175, the saturation in range of 0 and 251, saturation and value also. So the first one here is the hue, the second one is saturation, and the third one is the value. So we want it to filter the colors that are between 30 and 100, and the colors with saturation between 100 and 200, and the colors with values between 100 and 255. So I will come here and create a mask that I will give cv2.inRange of, I will give it the HSV image here, and give it the lower and upper values, and create, the result will be cv2.bitwise and between the original image and itself, using the mask, this mask we have just created, this mask here. So let me show now the result here. So now you can see that it is filtered just the green colors here. We can change this and give it another range of colors. So I want it to filter between 100 and 160, for example, with the same saturation and value ranges. So now it's filtered the blue colors. If I come here, for example, and make this between 150 and 179, for example, so this must be between 0 and 179. So now it's filtered the red colors. So it is difficult to change this manually. We can create a trackbar and change these values. So I will create a trackbar to adjust the value of the hue, saturation, and value. I will come here and create named window, named window. I will call it HSV trackbar, or just HSV, and I will come here and create cv2 dot create track bar. Create track bar. I will give it a name, so this will be the hue mean, and I will give it the name of the window, and it will be between 0 and 179, and I want it to be, I will give it a function, so nothing function, so I need to create it here. It's an empty function, def nothing, take parameter x, and it just pass. And I will come here and copy this one, so I will copy it 3 times. This is for saturation, this for value, and this need to be between 200 or 0 to 255, 255, and I need to do this one also for max values, so I will give it here 179, and here 255, 255, and say it here max, and here max, and here also max. So now I have created the track bar, and we need to track it, so I need to come here and saying while true, do these ones, so we need to do the same things here. We'll change the meter. First we need to have the hue mean to get the hue mean, so cv2.get track bar position. I will give it the track bar name, so it's just this one here, and the name of the window. I'll copy them from here and do this 3 times, this saturation mean and this value mean, and change them here also as mean and val mean, and copy this one also and do it for the max values. So let's, and this will be max, 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 and here make it max also, and max, and max. And so now we'll change this using this value, so this is h mean, mean, and here s mean, and here value mean, and here h max, val max or saturation max, and val max. So now we won't change here anything, just I need to say here if this one is weighted 1 and is equals to order q, then break the loop, and here come here cv2 dot destroy all windows. So now the result should be shown here. We can show also the original image, so cv2.imShow original, and give it the image, and come here. We can make this in the same, or you can create a new window, so result like that. And now I think it is ready to run the code. So okay, let's run it. So this is the result image, and this is the track bar here. So we can change here the hue mean, and we can change the hue max. We can change the saturation like that. So let's change the, for example, change the hue mean, We can also do this for another image. So if I, for example, do it for this image here, come here and do it here, 500 JPEG, save it, and like that. So this is the original image here, and we can change the value, these values from here. So as you can see, let me make this bigger like that. So we can change the value here, the values like that, and track the color that we want. So give it the range of colors from here, and the range of mean values of the colors from here, and the range of the max values from here.